So when you don't have a clear understanding or understanding about the link between the projects that you execute, projects that you plan, and the strategic objectives of the organization, there can be many problems. Some of these problems are listed down here. First, poor resource utilization. When you don't understand the bigger picture of the strategy, what the company is trying to achieve as a whole, you will not be in a position to contribute effectively. Therefore, your resource allocation will not be strategic. It might be just tactical in order to meet the project requirements. But there can be major high profile, high severity projects where you lack the resources because your resources are being allocated to the projects that are given to you. Yes, you have to work on them, but in comparison to the other higher priorities, maybe the right thing would be to allocate the resources into some other priorities. So you need to be careful. The second thing is cooperation. For understanding about the strategy and the link between strategy and project goals will also lead to less cooperation. People will not be in a position to collaborate effectively because they probably would think their priority is to deliver the project assigned to them. But if all the teams understand their projects and their relation to the company strategy, they should be in a much better position to collaborate well in order to do the right thing, decide the right priority, and then move on. The third problem that you may face due to the lack of understanding about the strategy and the project objectives would be poor communication. This gap will lead to poor communication between teams and people within the organization. That, of course, leads to stress. You would have seen teams under stress, a lot of pressure, just because they try so hard to deliver certain project objectives without effective understanding about the strategy, the company's strategic direction. It also may cause for more project failures because if you don't understand the strategy, what you are doing is pretty much a tactical job. Your effort is mainly focused on delivering the assignment given to you. So therefore you need to look at the strategy, always understand the link between strategy and the projects that you have been planning and executing. The next problem you may face due to lack of understanding of the strategy and the link between strategy and the project is adverse effect on profitability and staff morale. Now, when you have a lot of projects in progress, when the project teams don't understand the link between their projects and the strategy, project teams might compete with each other, which is highly unessential, not necessary in the company's perspective because company has a common vision, common set of goals, strategies that need to be achieved. So therefore, the teams and the individual project teams need to understand the link between their project priorities, project goals, and the strategic objectives. Now let's have a look at what a strategy is. A strategy is a commitment to undertake one set of actions rather than another, said by Sharon M. Oster. Now, this gives us a very useful insight above this particular term. Why you need to have a strategy yourself for your project team, for your project organization is simply due to the fact that the requirements are limitless, right? When you consider a given time frame, whether it's a month, year, or multiple years, what you need to do, what you have to do would be a lot of requirements. But considering your budgetary constraints, timeline, you probably need to decide a set of commitments that you can make yourself. So that is where you need to you need a strategy.